Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And out a middle across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping it contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards. And the Bills first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, Allen. Johnson's got it complete. 2nd and 10.
He's knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
13 yards. First down, Bills.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
They run it again with Cook. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 20-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
17 yards. First down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
It leads to second and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And it brings up third down.
Allen to throw once more. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the Bills first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbroo. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Bills.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Gain of 7. And the Bills first down.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers offense had Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. This is caught by McMillan. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Young working out of the gun. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
3rd down, Young from the gun. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
A 7-yard pickup.
To the air, Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Bills at 12-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
And the Bills first down.
Back to the ground, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Allen going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Shifts by him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to extend their lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Young. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Nick Scorton. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there. Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
This now a 3rd and 4.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Allen shakes off the sag, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. On 4th down, the Bills send out their punter, Corey Bojorquez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 37-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now here's Young. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
That's to the pylon and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Touchdown. Xavier Legette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Ooh, the juke. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The visitors' offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 6. Allen going to keep it again. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Complete to Khalil Shakir. A gain of 15. First down.
To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
10 yards.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now Young.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Young will set to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Carolina Panther.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Right back to Hubbard.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A gain of 2. Brings up
To throw, Young.
the 16.
And this is caught at the 8.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Panthers 1st down.
Young to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took us first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And Xavier Legette with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Panthers 17.
Riley now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
Nifty move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a good way. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Allen. Coleman has it here right side. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Allen now looks to throw. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First down, Bill.
Throwing now is Allen. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaking. on that last play. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Complete. It's Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
Keon Coleman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14.
Panthers 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Bryce Young and the offense out for their next series.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Young now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Young to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Carolina. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Allen
has his man. It's Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence.
Yaya Diaby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
To the air, Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be offended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Makes a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing, Young. Got a man, that's Leggett. Now 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd.
Looking to throw, Young. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Now Young. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Now here's Young. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at the quarterback.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's another Carolina Panther.
Young working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Young. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Here's Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now Young on 4th down. It's complete. Burks. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Panthers first down.
Hubbard is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Young will set to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Traylon Burks, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
For the 2-point conversion.
The Young's going to throw for this. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So they couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It'd be hard to say that the defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
3rd down.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Bills.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Panthers,
it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9 and 8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.